Okay, buddy.
Okay.
It's Thursday.
Okay, buddy.
December 18th. Okay, here's another question. Do I sound like a dick sometimes when I don't mean to? I've been thinking about that too. Like, oh, was that dickish of me to say to Ross?
I get that totally happens to me too, where I say some things and I'm like, oh shit, like, am I being a jerk right now? I think that's just our insecurity, man. You know, and I think
we're nice guys.
Exactly.
We're fucking nice, ladies. We're so fucking nice.
Let's go. I think it's because you're caring.
I don't know if this is even whatever.
I hope you're in. I don't even know if this is even
That's
in.
work.
Are you in frame? Am I in frame? We're in frame.
We're 4K
We're
today.
Game to be in frame.
4K pod. It's Thursday, December 18th, 2:54 p.m.
Let's go. Feels like Friday today.
Out of Chico, California. It feels like Friday maybe because we're in the holiday week.
Yeah, we're in that
series.
Vibe. Oh, yeah.
My name is Derek Ahlswede.
I'm Ross Field.
I still got to figure out how to introduce you every show. I'm cutting you off when you're speaking.
I'm cutting you off. That was me cutting you off.
Okay. Joining me today, as always,
Ross Field. I waited for the cue that time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm learning.
This is the AC Sports Podcast, brought to you by the AC Podcast Network. I changed my Instagram handle finally from Ahlswede Collection to AC Podcast Network. I'm actually pretty excited about it. I got to get that hard-to-spell name out of there. It's just AC Podcast Network now on the handles. We've changed it.
Look at this guy rebranding, evolving, growing.
Yeah,
That's what it's all about. Tackling his messaging, making it easier to relate to, easier to spell, easier to easy.
And, I'm looking at, like, Trump puts his name on everything. Like, I'm putting my name on something? What the fuck is that? Kind of egoistic bullshit. Okay.
Oh, Derek Trump.
The hashtag we're going to run with AC Sports Pod. That's going to be the hashtag I'm going with from now on. Anyone?
What's Trump's hashtag?
Oh, stop. MAGA fucking 2028.
It is MAGA. It's pretty good.
Oh, God.
Pretty smart.
My headaches are doing okay right now. I don't want to get started. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Follow us.
Huge.
Follow us on Instagram at AC Sports Pod. I made the Week 16 QB Mount Rushmore yesterday.
I saw that. Matthew Stafford didn't look like Matthew Stafford. Jordan Love looked like Bryce Young.
Okay, you should see the other AI renderings because that was spot on compared to the other stuff that was put out. Maybe I should post the horribly off AI renderings of their faces instead.
That's the only thing I thought. I was like, is that Bryce Young? How is Bryce Young on? Oh, that's Jordan Love.
It's so funny you say that because to me, I was like, this is incredible compared to what they've been giving
I'll
me.
take your word for it for sure. Those AI renderings get a little dicey at times.
I think I'm going to run with the Mount Rushmore theme through the rest of the season. There's only 3 weeks, but we'll do the position player Mount Rushmore next week. We'll do I don't know.
McCaffrey.
Safety. Speaking of position players, finally put together the ranking there. We will get into some rankings here later. First, it's Thursday. Thursday Night Football starts in a couple hours, so as soon as we get out of here.
Oh, boy.
Big game, my friend. Big game.
I'm just glad one of those teams is going to take an L tonight.
Yeah, and so we're going to get deep into all the divisional scenarios, who can still win the division. There's a lot of teams that can still either get the 1 seed or not make the playoffs 3 weeks out. I don't know. It feels like this doesn't always happen, and it might. But I didn't do tons of back research on that. But there's a lot of different scenarios here still left with 3 weeks to go. Rams Seahawks tonight. Any quick thoughts on the game tonight as a Niners fan?
Well, yeah. The only thing that comes to mind for me is Seattle wins. If they win, they're at home. Mm-hmm. Then the Niners control their own destiny because, we will play Seattle. So if we win that game and then obviously handle business in the next 2 against the Bears and then, this Monday night against the Colts, then we could sneak in as the 1 seed. And that's obviously a daunting task, but in a way I'm rooting for Seattle because of that element to this.
Yeah. Such an odd week. I can't wait to talk about the Seattle Indy game from last week. That blew all of our minds, no doubt.
No doubt. Dude. Rivers was so close.
So bizarre. Look, this year does seem to be a little quirky.
Yeah.
But it's also easy to kind of gloss over past quirkiness in past seasons. Like, there's often times, and we talked about a little bit, where these gigantic upsets will happen late in the season. Sometimes they're super consequential.
Yeah.
So, you never know what to expect. There are so many different scenarios throughout most of these divisions. I got into divisional records big this week in my notes.
Okay.
Never really pay attention to those.
Okay.
So important.
Yeah.
So fucking important, these divisional games. So, like,
totally.
This Bucks and Panthers losing to the Saints the last 2 weeks. Falcons, Saints. Those are huge losses.
Totally.
And it's like,
yeah,
I want to rewire my brain to like really understand how important these divisional games are.
Sure. Yet for Tampa, they still control their own destiny because they play Carolina twice.
We're gonna have an 8-9 division.
Yeah, probably.
Champ most likely. Well, not most likely, but it could happen. There are tons of scenarios where we're gonna go beyond division records. First tiebreakers head to head, then division record, and then it's common opponent record.
Yep.
Which no website lists anywhere. Yeah. You got to like do your own math on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like it's likely enough to where they should just do it for us, ESPN, please.
Yeah.
Fox.
Well,
I don't know.
I think the focus on that really starts to come into shape the last week of the year. It's cool to look at it now, but so many different things can unfold even over just a few weeks that it's just like, no, I think it's cool and nerdy and awesome to like get into it, like and be passionate about it. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's like it can be overwhelming for the common fan if they're, put all, inserted all this information and then 2 weeks later everything's all changed up because of what ends up transpiring. It's just a lot.
Yeah, I guess just reminded me that not everyone has a sports podcast and is doing like 12 hours of research.
Yeah, and for you, shoot, man, that's like to tip my cap, dude. Like, respect. That's awesome.
A host is nothing without the talent, brother.
I just remember like when I was covering sports for the news, and it was like, how I would go on air and talk about football games and like playoff scenarios. It was all that stuff like came to the forefront when it was like the last week of the season or the last 2 weeks into the season. It was like then, and we're there. We're pretty much right there. So the fact that we're paying attention, you're paying attention to it right now is smart.
But I think it is a podcast thing in the sense it's like I'm always thinking like, how can we do something a little different, out of the ordinary? Maybe get out ahead of something a little bit. So I think that's. I guess I just didn't.
Dude, hell yeah. That. Speaking of which, bro. I was going back and I was watching our segment where we do our picks last week.
Yeah.
And just like the back and forth that we have and some of the stuff that we're talking about in regards to games and like certain situations and what could unfold and what's leading us to pick this or pick that. And obviously the formula you have right now that seems to be working really good. Like you've cracked some codes, but even like our commentary and even just like, painting situations that we think can happen. Like, it's fucking good content, bro. Like, I was just thinking about it. Like, yeah, dude. Like, man, it was entertaining, dude. I was laughing. And then, like, especially after the games happen and then going back and watching it from the perspective of, like, well, where were we? What were we saying about this game? Or what were we saying about that game? And, like, where is it? Who do we think about this? What do we think about this quarterback? I don't know. It was just cool, dude.
Congrats to us. No, I mean, people listening to this might think we're silly, but this is a real thing. Like, you do have to, if you're trying to create a show, I mean, you do kind of got to watch yourself a lot so you can analyze it, or at least, I don't. That's what you're describing. I mean, I probably do it a lot more than you.
No,
but no, it's a big part of it. It's a big part of it. And I agree with you. And you end up kind of becoming a third person to yourself and like objectively laughing or not laughing or like it's weird. But anyways,
or like I mean, for me, I was and I analyze myself so much. Like I'm not necessarily worried about like what you're saying or what you're doing. I like come to it from the perspective of like, well, what was I saying? Because it's like kind of critical of yourself or maybe like, well, I actually got something right in that moment. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. It was interesting. And my buddy Thomas, who watches, is like he also kind of pointing me in this direction. He was like, I love the segment where you guys make your picks. Like, from the fan perspective, for somebody that listens to the show, he's the one that kind of motivated me to go back and watch those segments, because it was like, okay, if Thomas likes this, what is it about these segments that potentially fans could like? And I see what he's saying. I don't know. It's just entertaining.
Well, this is our therapy and boardroom, or our board meeting section. Skip ahead a few minutes if you don't want to listen to us talk about our own show.
Sorry,
for
I'm spending a lot of time.
No, I really want to talk about a lot of stuff too. I won't talk about it. But last thing I'll say is that this whole like science of posting reels and stuff, like how many, knowing what to post, blah 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 blah. Yeah. So this week, so I just kind of started posting specific like spreads on the reels with the titles having the spreads, and it's a specific like, these are the week 15 picks. And so I posted them on Tuesday this week. So you get to see now what we got wrong and what we didn't before we knew about it, which adds this kind of cool dimension. Because you think like, I want to see the clips before the games happen.
You're right.
It's actually fun to see them a couple days after the games
Totally.
happen. So we can like make fun of ourselves or like, oh, that was fucking great. You know, and people can make fun of us.
Exactly. Yeah. And then what you mentioned earlier about the Colts Seahawks. Sometimes these games unfold where you just like, holy cow, how did that even happen? And then you go back and listen to our picks and what we were saying, and it makes it even funnier because we had no idea and nobody really had an idea.
Follow us on YouTube at AC Sports Podcast. We got 70 this month, so big jump.
Ball in.
Okay, we have so much to get to. Jesus Christ, we're wasting time talking about ourselves. First, I want to say, rest in peace to Patrick Mahomes.
R.I.P. Damn.
Rest in peace to Jaden Daniels. Rest in peace to Tua, now benched.
And the music is killing me.
Tough season.
Micah Parsons, R.I.P. Dude, big week of injuries.
None bigger.
Devontae Adams will probably be back.
Well, he might even play tonight.
Yeah.
It's really
doubtful.
The Jaden and Tua benchings. I have a Dolphins fan friend that I talk with throughout the year, and last night I just sent the text, who'd have thunk that Jaden and Tua would be benched by week 16?
Definitely Jaden. I think Tua is more of kind of like we're out of the playoffs. Let's get a shot at like what do we have from Quinn? What do we got in Quinn?
We'll see. We'll go through our quarterback rankings in a bit. Had to yank Tua out of there at the last minute and throw Quinn at the bottom at 32. Pat Mahomes is the big news of the week. The game is still in play. Their playoff hopes were still in play when he did get hurt, even though they were down and weren't looking great. What's the biggest thought? You go a lot of different ways here. Seeing Pat Mahomes at around 30, dealing with this injury, similar to what happened to Brady. He had that ACL. Granted, that was at the beginning of the season. This is at the end, so it's going to affect next season. What are your thoughts what went through your head when you saw it?
Mahomes' gait is kind of interesting. The way he sort of walks is kind of interesting.
Gate talk. I like some gate talk on the pod. Spelled Gaite. Gaite, I want to say.
Oh, yeah. You're actually right. Different. I thought you were going to throw a Y in there. No. But the point I was trying to make is, like, to me, it almost looks like at times he has knee injuries. Like, you know how, like, Jalen Hurts has massive knee braces at times on his legs, and you're like, is he playing with something that they're just really not disclosing? I've kind of felt like that with Mahomes at times. Like, he doesn't really have a smooth cadence, smooth walk. So, to me, I feel like maybe perhaps this was something that was sort of inevitable for Mahomes.
We haven't seen any serious injury yet from him in his career.
And he's been so durable, which is so amazing. And he's also one of those guys, one of those QBs that, like, doesn't shy away from contact. Like, he runs the ball, and he's taken a lot of hits and taken a lot of licks, and it's like, man, he finally got hurt. You know, and it's sad. It's even though, you know, he's obviously the face of the league, but a lot of people look at him as a villain, you know. It's sad. And what's absolutely incredible is the fact that the Chiefs, this is done now. This streak is done now. 10 straight playoff appearances, 7 straight AFC West titles, and 5 Super Bowls in that year, Super Bowl appearances. That's insane. The run that the Chiefs went on is like the dream of any fan, any organization. And for the first time in a long time, they're going to miss the playoffs. And he's probably not going to be back until halfway through next year.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, to me, this is all about the future. What does this mean for his and the Chiefs' future? The fact that he won't, there'll probably be a bunch of stories where he's ready to go, beginning of the season, rapid recovery, blah, blah, blah. Who knows, man? Like, is he going to come back midseason? Is he going to miss the whole next season? Is he going to come back like week 15 next year? Who knows? One of the great Brady team stats is that Brady never once in his career played in an inconsequential game. Not once. He never played when they were eliminated from the playoffs once in his career. Neither had Mahomes.
Wow.
So, let me get into some weird psychology here.
Okay, let's get into
conspiracy psychology
amazing.
talk. He saw the ship was kind of going down. They were losing the game, right? Still had a chance, but none of us really felt great about the Chiefs winning this game. Must win. They had must win after must win after must win the last few weeks. Couldn't pull it out.
There was a podcaster a couple weeks ago who said they were going to make a run to get into the playoffs.
I just wanted to map out the possibility of it. So, I think the brain is funny, man. I think Mahomes knew that he was about to play the first inconsequential game of his career next week after they lost.
Yeah.
And something in there was just like, nope, can't do it. Got to get injured.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kidding, but like, the brain is weird. Like, we talked about Jaden's kind of emotion and psychology a little bit, and how like you can you get on this pedestal and it can really kind of fuck with your head.
Yeah.
And maybe just weird things can happen psychologically and behaviorally. And like, I don't know, man. I feel like 2% of it is like he knew that he was about to play on a team that wasn't going to make the playoffs, and like he just can't do that.
Yeah.
Injured. Out.
Yeah. No, okay, well then, so it's so fascinating that you're saying this, because this is kind of what I was saying when I was talking about his cadence. Like, what if he had been injured all along? And I know this is a long shot, but we've known over the course of history how tough quarterbacks are and how a lot of them have played through serious injuries, and you don't really know it at the time of what they're playing through. And this isn't like a running back or a wide receiver that needs to run all out and make really sharp cuts that you can't do on a torn ACL. There are a lot of quarterbacks who have played on torn meniscuses or torn MCLs. And then you find out at the end of the year and you kind of looked at them and thought like, well, actually, it kind of makes sense because he looked a little bit more like he was hobbling over the last few games. Look at someone like Daniel Jones. He had a broken tibia. We find out that that's broken. How long had that been broken before we found that out?
And it also caused him to tear his MCL because he was putting more pressure on.
Yeah, it's like, what was Achilles or But so it's kind of the quarterback injury thing is interesting, and I sort of see where you're coming from. I mean, maybe that's not the situation you're saying, but Holmes to kind of be like, okay, throwing in the towel, we're not making it. I'm hurt now.
Well, I mean, or just it could even be a subconscious thing, like his body wasn't trying as hard when he. I don't know. I mean, I like your point because quarterbacks can theoretically play hurt more than any other position because of the rules against them, or rules that support them.
True.
So, yeah, and quarterbacks do often play hurt, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like a leg injury. It could be like, you got your concussions. Jalen Hurts had the concussion against the Commanders last year. Ended up coming back and winning a Super Bowl, but do those things? We of course Jackson Dart's a big concussion conversation this year. Tua, of course, in the past.
Totally.
So concussions can affect how you play the game as a quarterback, how you run, how you're thinking out there. It's that kind of level of worry or concern that creeps in when you have either past injuries or current nagging injuries. We know Lamar potentially could be playing with an injury. We talked about him not running as much.
Totally.
And he was hurt this year. So, yeah, man. Look, bottom line, Chiefs are out. A lot of us have been kind of waiting for this moment. And I got to say, the Schadenfreude really isn't kicking in as much as I thought it would. I'm not like as happy as I thought I'd be at the Chiefs being totally out of it, which was such a big deal to me the past few years. Yeah. Now it's happened, and I don't feel great about it. So maybe that means that I'm not a complete asshole.
I don't think you are. Here you go. Yeah. So just a quick Google search. It doesn't look like quarterbacks have played with a torn ACL.
No.
So that's like no, you're not doing that. So
the injury happened on that moment.
Yeah.
That's not the question.
But what I said is like how many have played with torn ACLs. Let me clarify. Several quarterbacks, most famously Tom Brady, have played with a torn MCL. And often this is like a partial tear. So maybe to your point, maybe Mahomes had some sort of partial tear, or it seems like Hurts, like 2 years ago or a year ago, he had the massive knee brace, was kind of hobbling. We all knew he was injured. There were post-game interviews with him on the field, and these reporters would ask him, like, is everything okay? And he would kind of look at them and be like, oh, I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. And there was a lot of discussion about, like, what are you playing through right now? Like, what? And they never disclosed the information. Perhaps it was a partial tear.
Well, and 2 years ago was when the Eagles fell off a cliff at the end of the season. Remember that?
Yeah.
They started off hot and then they limped in the playoffs and got crushed first round.
Dude, yeah, they lost like 7 of 8 or something to end the year.
Yeah. Quarterbacks and injuries. I just want to say, on Jaden.
Let's get to Jaden.
We easily forget that Jaden was this close to being the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah.
And now they're both gone. So, I mean, Jaden's just, I honestly don't want to talk about Jaden much. We text about it a little bit. It's like, it's just such an insanely bad season for us and him. And we also can lose sight that he had the best career of a rookie quarterback of all time last season.
So talented.
I think objectively, bringing a 4-13 team to 12-5 and making a conference championship as a rookie.
Amazing. What a year.
It's just last year was so high.
Yeah.
And it's like coming off of nothing, like RG3 13 years before that and not much before that, the early 90s Redskins before that. Like, so we just got hit with this like just big old dose of heroin last year, basically, right? Out of nowhere. And
emphasis on hero.
Yeah, not a female hero. Heroin.
No, I mean like heroin, like a hero.
Yeah, it's a female hero. So it almost, I don't know if that helps this year. It's like this year is so catastrophic that we can just kind of revert back to what we're used to, that it's like makes it maybe easier to deal with because we're just like, but this has been just such a nightmare of a season. And we see, I wrote down class of 24 QB war, the Knicks in the May in the AFC, the Caleb in the NFC. It's like these are the guys, and like they're just having these brilliant seasons.
Yeah.
Their combined record. Look at May, Knicks, and Williams' combined record. It's fucking amazing. Through the roof.
It's amazing.
And so I just hope that, Jaden is. Yeah. It still seems to me that moving forward, Broncos, Pats, and Bears, Commanders should kind of be our conference finalist contenders every season with these guys.
Could be,
based on what we've seen. And I just hope Jaden doesn't just. Yeah. I hope this really doesn't just become nothing when that was unthinkable last year. Unthinkable.
Well, sure. And, again, for me, I go back to like great discussions that we've had on our podcast, and don't mean to like toot our horns or anything, but our Jaden talk last week was amazing when you consider what we were focusing on. The intangibles, like what's happened. You were talking about like, when he gets to, or when potentially his personality is like, getting sort of bashed a little bit, maybe he kind of reverses course and he's so talented and is like, screw you, I don't need all that, and then becomes somebody who's isolated a little bit. And then you see the Dan Quinn press conference talking about like shutting Jaden Daniels down and the expectations they have for him moving forward and what they want to see from him. It's like, holy shit, we were spot on talking about this last week. And then Caleb, like, a couple weeks ago, we had noticed that, like, man, Caleb's making some plays and doing some things, especially in that Eagles game, that were so incredible. Some throws on the run, some ability to, escape the pocket and be rolling out and have such serious zip on his passes. And then you see some of the analysis, like Greenberg on ESPN talking about, like, hey, everybody, like, are you paying attention to how Caleb is literally doing things that only Mahomes can do? And you're like, holy cow, we were just talking about that 2 weeks ago. So I don't know, man. Like, we're seeing things.
We're better than ESPN.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, we are.
But I like the 2024 quarterback talk.
Yeah.
Poor Michael Penix.
24 quarterback war.
Quarterback
We got to get
war.
our rhyme in. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
Wins
Penix,
above replacement or actual war?
Oh, good one. Penix and McCarthy are in the class as well.
And Rattler.
And they're going to be around. We'll see what happens with Rattler. Rattler's going to be – somebody's going to get that guy next year, honestly.
I know. And what about Mr. Shook doing some things, man?
Okay, so let's just dive right into our point differential rankings. We'll talk about quarterback rankings and then position player rankings. There were big 3 games last week: Broncos, Pack, Pats, Bills, Rams, Lions. I think we'll just kind of naturally bring those up as we go. Okay. Unless there's something you're dying to say about one of those big 3 games now. Broncos, Pack, Pats, Bills, Rams, Lions. I mean, Pats, Bills was glorious.
Oh, dude, what a comeback,
glorious.
Bro. What a comeback.
I mean, I talked about Bills, Bengals being one of my favorite games of the year last year. And you came up with a great game of the year, the Week 5 Niners, Rams game. Again, I'm like, game of the year, Josh Allen, Bills.
Yeah.
Fucking guy, dude. He's so entertaining. Here's what I'll ask you.
I love that.
Before we dive in, who's your favorite offense to watch in the league?
Oh, man.
I got 2. I got an AFC and an NFC.
Okay. Well, gosh. Oh, man.
When you're just like, this is so fun watching these fucking guys.
Well, shit. I mean,
and it
as
can
a
be an
Niners
obvious
fan, it's like...
You can say your team if that's what it is.
I know.
I don't have that.
But I know. But, I mean, in terms of just, like, executing, it's, as much as it pains me to say this, what the Rams do offensively at a lot of times is really impressive. And Matthew Stafford chucking some sweet no-look passes is always fun and entertaining. So from the NFC side, they're up there. I like how the Niners are efficient and effective and like try to control the clock and just like make it third and short, and keep trying to get first downs.
So much fun.
It's not fun, but
so that's your operative word here. Which team do you have the most fun
Lions.
watching?
Okay.
Lions. Thank you.
Yeah.
Same.
Jameer Gibbs is incredible.
There's a little je ne sais quoi to like the players, like just Amon, just like you gotta have the little extra.
Yeah.
Jameson. What the heck's
Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been fancy. Don't even know his name. Double back set. I mean, they're position players. The Rams are kind of the obvious, like who. But to me, the Lions kind of edge out the Rams with like the best group of position players, just a little bit. It's close. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Because the Rams now have that second Michigan running back,
Blake Corum.
So just very similar offensive types. We'll see in the rankings here. I still have the Lions really high.
Yeah.
And like they're on the outside looking in. It doesn't feel right. Yeah. A lot can change still the next 3 weeks. So I'm kind of going all in on Detroit still.
Okay, I like it.
But yeah, and then my AFC team is,
the Bills.
The Bills. Dude, I mentioned it before, but getting Kincaid back, they need that 2 tight end set, and then they're fucking solid. And
yeah, good point on that.
James Cook, I'll spoil this, he's number 4 in the position player rankings. Josh Allen's also number 4. They're the only team that has a quarterback and running back in the top 4 of position players. Yeah. So fucking exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. They're fun. I wish they had a little bit more splashiness in terms of skill players. Like the Lions are so fun because of the names you mentioned. Amon-Ra and Jameson and Gibbs and Montgomery and Laporta when he's healthy. For the Bills, it's kind of like a bunch of no-names. I mean, sure, Shakir's a good possession wideout, and Keon Coleman has all this potential to be a number 1, but it doesn't really look like he'll get there. James Cook is obviously phenomenal. And then the 2 tight ends, Knox and Kincaid, it's a good call on that. But really what makes them so fun is Allen. Allen's just crazy.
I think we kind of overlook James Cook back there with Josh Allen, bro,
nasty.
You're good on the flashy receivers, honestly. Throw me I'll come out of retirement at 45, dog. I'll run a 5-yard out.
They don't need one. But
just running back, quarterback, tight ends. You start from there.
You know
and
who
they play great in cold weather too.
Yeah. The snow always makes it more fun, right? Like Bengals game was so
Josh
fun.
Allen is the only one that pulls me into liking the snow a little bit.
Okay.
I don't like with anybody else. Nobody else gets to play it.
We're talking to a guy who wants all domes.
I do.
Yeah. Bengals are fun when they're healthy. I'll throw one in there just fresh off of what happened Monday night because it was just vintage Rodgers. And the Steelers was fun, man. That was a fun offense to watch. DK Metcalf just throwing people, rumbling in. Rodgers dropping some dimes.
Fucking needles.
Yeah, dude. And just seeing the joy he was playing with, I mean, that fired me up, dude. It was like, don't sleep on the Steelers.
Yeah, we are unabashed Chico, California diehard. So, I certainly make no secret about being all in on rooting for Aaron Rodgers.
Sure.
And, in a lot of ways, this season's kind of fallen in some beautiful ways from my point of view. Steelers looking good.
Yep.
Chiefs shit. Ravens kind of shit.
Oh, I like the Ravens, though. Ravens are fun offense when they're firing.
And then, we still, Broncos and Patriots with their fucking quarterbacks are in the driver's seat. But it's like, are they going to lose round one of the playoffs? Maybe.
They might.
Maybe.
They might.
I'm down with the Texans, so.
Yeah, totally. Dude, how about your call about, wanting to see Drake May have to go into Pittsburgh in round one? That was another, prediction that potentially could come true that we were talking about.
It's still a very tough road for Buffalo to win the East, and we'll get into that. You'd think after that win last week that it's still very tough.
It is.
The Patriots have the Jets and Dolphins remaining. They have the Jags. No, Broncos have Jags. We'll get into it. They have a big game this week. Ravens this week.
Okay.
But we'll break all that down in a second. I wanted to get through the top 10 point differential ranking in each conference. The point differential playoff predictions are dead for the year. They're retired. We can now focus on real-life playoff scenarios. So,
is this the final PDPRs here?
Right. So we're not looking at who could potentially make the playoffs anymore. We're actually going to look at who in real life who could potentially make the playoffs.
I want to see the final PDPRs.
Well, this is just the ranking. You're talking about division wise and everything?
No. Just what we've been doing every week.
Oh, that's it. This is it.
So let's go.
Yeah. So AFC top 10. We'll start at the bottom. Number 10, the Steelers. Ouch. This is point differential, by the way, folks. Number 9, the Ravens. Number 8, the Chargers. Chiefs still sit at 7, which theoretically still makes them a playoff quality.
Amazing.
Team. Broncos sit at 6, pretty low for a 12-2 team.
Good point.
Jags at 5, Bills at 4. Colts just had such a gangbusters season opening up.
For real.
I actually made a mistake last week that I had to correct. I had their point differential a couple points too low. So I changed all that. They're still sitting at number 3. And look, they're not out of it.
No, dude. Niners got a tough one this weekend.
Insane.
This week, Monday.
Texans number 2 and Patriots 1. Those are the AFC top 10.
Amazing. The Texans got all the way up to 2.
Dude, they've been around 4, 5 all season.
Okay.
So,
well, where have I been?
Even when they had a bad record, they were sitting at 4 or 5. So, yeah, I guess what stands out to you from this list of 10, the top 10 AFC point differential?
Well, you mentioned Broncos 6 is pretty fascinating considering their record. Chiefs still hanging in at 7's wild. Steelers being all the way down at 10 is interesting. You know what's kind of a team that not many people are talking about, but I think starting to get a little bit of attention is that team in the number 5 spot. Look out. If Trevor Lawrence plays like that on every night, holy shit. What a game, dude. That guy had dropped 58 fantasy points. He literally had one of the greatest quarterback performances of the season, if not all time.
And here's the thing about Trevor Lawrence. The guy has been so low in the quarterback ranking all season. He's finally now in the middle of the C tier at 21, even after last week.
That's incredible.
And again, this is based off of numbers only.
Yeah, he hasn't done nothing until that game.
So, I think that I'll just do it now. He's got to win the Derek Carr Put Some Respect to My Name award this week.
Great call.
They're 10-4. They're in the driver's seat to win the South, but that's still wide open. All 3 of the teams can still technically win it. Colts, Texans, and Jaguars. This Texans-Jaguars thing's big. They're going to be a fucking wild card, quite literally, this playoffs. I have no idea what to expect from that team in the playoffs.
No idea.
But they are in. We've talked about the Texans a little bit liking them in the playoffs. They could be going on the road into a Denver, a New England as well, and beat and play upset.
Yeah.
Round one.
Nobody wants to play them. So
exactly.
So, but it's either going to be them or Jacksonville to win that division, right? For
right.
the most part.
I'm assuming. I'm still scrapping the Colts, even though they're sitting number 3 here.
Totally.
They don't exist.
I agree. I don't think they're going to win the division. They still get in though.
Jags, Texans, and then technically Broncos, Chargers still battling. Ravens, Steelers obviously battling. And Bills and Patriots. So everyone's still technically battling. No one's clinched the division yet.
Who do you like to get into the Super Bowl from the AFC now that the Colts have kind of stumbled?
Well, I mean, this is telling us the Patriots.
It is.
As much as I hate it. And I didn't. We just started this other, true power rank I call it, where we combine quarterback stats and point differential. The Patriots are the top AFC team in that too. They're number 2, right behind the Rams. So
they were up 21-0.
Yeah.
They were up 21-zip.
Regular season teams are different from playoff teams.
Totally.
We've seen it throughout Peyton Manning's career. The guy won one Super Bowl with the Colts, even though he's in the playoffs every fucking year, even though he's getting buys a lot of the time. They just weren't a playoff team for whatever reason. So I think we are going to see something like that with the Patriots or Broncos. One of them is going to get the 1 seed most likely.
Yeah.
And I could see a first-round exit. So who's going to be
there?
First-round
exit for both of them.
I think it's between the Texans and Bills, and I'd like that to be the AFC Championship game. A rematch of the Bills getting whooped up. Maybe the Bills host this. We could have an AFC Championship game with 2 wild card teams. Yep. That'd be exciting. So,
yeah.
Because then the home field gets kind of wonky, So.
It's so crazy this year. We've been saying it for a long time. It's so wide open this year. The landscape of the league is so strange. Things appear flipped upside down with the fact that the Chiefs aren't going to be in the postseason, and the top 2 teams from the AFC are the Broncos and Patriots record-wise. It's just a weird year, and it totally could be the team with the best defense and the most consistent quarterback play.
Well, here's the thing. The Josh Allen killers are all gone. Burrow, Lamar,
Great
most
point.
likely,
Yep.
and Mahomes. So, the curse, the Bills' curse, was lifted by Peyton Manning on ESPN earlier this season.
Yeah.
I do think it's the Bills' year. That's going to be my pick.
I hope.
And I think, we all want it at this point.
It'd be so cool.
Also just the history, let alone
The
rooting
franchise.
for Josh Allen, the history of the franchise.
Exactly. That's why it would be incredible.
I would love to. I'm rooting for the Bills, although the Patriots and Texans, I think, are their 2 biggest opponents there.
Yeah, I love it. Thinking about this and how just unique of a playoff picture it's shaping up to be in the AFC, how much does coaching factor in? Like, you've got, if the Chargers sneak in, do you have any faith in Harbaugh? Obviously, Sean Payton has a lot of experience and has had success in the postseason.
True.
Do you put a lot of faith in someone like Mike Vrabel in the postseason?
He has a lot of Super Bowl experience.
He does have a lot of Super Bowl experience as a player.
And coach. He was on someone's coaching staff, so.
Oh, I guess, as an assistant. Good point. But someone like D'Amico, he doesn't have a whole lot of experience in the postseason coaching. Maybe that will factor into this.
Yeah.
Because you could make the case that sometimes in recent memory, Buffalo's struggles have been attributed to maybe not the best coaching in the postseason.
Yeah, we'll see, man. It's going to be phenomenal. I love D'Amico Ryan. I think I've been such a big fan of his for the past few years.
Totally.
So, you know what? Let's stick with the AFC. Well, let's stick with the AFC for a second.
Let's go.
We have 3 huge divisional games this week. They're all NFC games. Rams Seahawks, Packers Bears, and Bucks Panthers, right? There are 8 games total where both teams are still in playoff contention. We have 19 teams that are still in it. The Rams and Broncos are the only 2 that have clinched a spot. Of course, no division has been clinched. There's 5 games where, outside of those 3 divisional games, so there's 5 games where there's 2 potential playoff teams playing. The Chargers Cowboys, the Jags Broncos, Steelers Lions, Pats Ravens, and Niners Colts. Our upset potential games, where one team's out of it, one team's in it. Commanders could play upset to the Eagles and keep the Cowboys in it. Browns could play upset to the Bills and have the Pats clinch. Raiders could play upset to the Texans and help the Jaguars. The AFC. Are you ready to get into the breakdown of each division here?
Absolutely.
And then once we do this, we'll circle back to the NFC top 10 and do some NFC. Okay, the West. Broncos and Chargers can still both get the 1 seed in the AFC. Still possible. The Broncos are 3-1 in their division. Chargers are 5-0 in the AFC West this year.
Amazing.
Good fucking job, Chargers.
Yeah. They're a sneaky one, dude.
They are. Chargers and Jags have been the sneaky links all season.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with them.
Yeah.
They've been on the outside looking in all season, but they're proving that they belong. So LA is going to play for the West title. They play the Broncos in Week 18. Okay, so that's for all the marbles. LA has to go 2-0 against Houston and Dallas. So tough Houston game this week. The Broncos have to go 1-1 against Jacksonville and KC. So this Broncos-Jacksonville game is pretty fascinating this week. Tons of implications. If that happens, Chargers go 2-0, Broncos go 1-1, then they're playing for the West in Week 18.
Okay.
It's exciting. Any thoughts? Or should we move on to the East?
Oh, gosh. My thought feels like Denver's going to wrap it up before that last game of the year, but we'll see.
So if they go 2-0, then that Week 18 game doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So we get a little bye action for both teams that are both still going to be in the playoffs most likely.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting
Chargers
wrinkle.
will probably play for playoff position. I mean, you never know. I mean, potentially Denver's going to want to win that game to get the 1 seed, depending on what happens with the Patriots.
Oh, the Broncos are definitely playing for the 1 seed.
Totally.
So this just Chargers Texans, fucking sick game. Broncos Jaguars, fucking sick game.
Yeah.
A lot's going to be decided this week in the AFC West.
Yeah.
The East, the Patriots are 3-1 in the division. The Bills are 3-2. Still both technically playing for the 1 seed. The Broncos, of course, have to lose out essentially for some of these teams to get the 1 seed still. Like I said, the Pats beat the Jets and Dolphins. They win the East no matter what. And this Baltimore game technically doesn't even matter. So as important as this Ravens-Patriots game feels this week, it kind of isn't.
Yeah.
Unless they lose that game and then end up losing to either the Dolphins or Jets. Look, we've seen wonky divisional upsets late in the season before.
Yeah.
It's happened to the Patriots with Tom Brady before. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick beat them with the Dolphins when they needed to win for a bye or something like that.
Yeah.
So, those games aren't locks, but the Patriots are definitely sitting in the driver's seat, just having to beat those two teams to effectively win.
Yeah, what an easy schedule. That's certainly not going to prepare them for some playoff football.
And then especially if they get a bye, too, if they play a Week 18 game that doesn't matter, they might be pretty rusty going into their first playoff
point.
game.
Yeah.
The Bills play the Browns, Eagles, and Jets these final games. Here's the thing, though. If the Pats lose to either the Jets or Dolphins, now we're getting very likely into tiebreaker territory where both teams have the same overall record, same head-to-head, and same divisional record at 4-2.
Wow.
So I don't know what the fucking same opponent, but it's not very realistic. But if the Pats lose to one of those divisional teams, now we get into some serious tiebreaker territory and the Bills could win. The East.
Assuming that they take care of business.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, this is I love playing the scenario game, but all this stuff is going to change, and then we're going to be right back here.
Well, but this is but I didn't know that basically the Patriots just have to beat the Jets and Dolphins and then win the East. Since Ravens game doesn't matter. I didn't really that's worth
that is worth that it is interesting. Anytime you do this, it's interesting. I'm just saying
right.
We don't really know.
These apply, bro. No matter what.
No, I feel you. I'm just saying dude, it's so much information that just changes based on what happens over the weekend.
We have a podcast. We got to fill it with information.
I know we do.
Okay, the AFC South. Jags are 3-1 in the division. Texans 4-1. Texans cannot get the 1 seed. That's out now because the Broncos beat them head-to-head. So they don't have a shot at the 1 seed. They still have a shot at winning the South, though. Colts do too, crazy enough. They're 2-2. Jags have the Broncos, Colts, and Titans. So 2 divisional games. Texans have the Raiders, Chargers, and Colts. 1 divisional game. Colts have the Niners, Jags, and Texans. They also have 2 divisional games. There is a possibility that they all finish 11-6 and 4-2 in their division. That's possible.
It's possible.
With the Colts winning out. It won't happen, but I'm just saying it's interesting that it's possible.
What a murderer's row for them to end the year, dude. They had Seattle, the Niners, Jacksonville, and Houston. That is crazy.
Yeah. Well, the AFC South turned out to be great, and then the NFC West turned out to be fucking great, too. Yeah. So those are kind of the best two conferences.
Maybe it'd be fun if they all finished 11-6 and 4-2 in the division.
I mean, this is why I guess my note here is that it's such a bummer that fucking Jones went out, because we'd have this epic run here where like a healthy Jones, it would just be like, what the fuck's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Like it would have been anything could have been possible.
I don't know. I think I feel I have more faith in Rivers than I do of Jones.
Oh my. Okay, you just dropped the fucking most scorching hot fucking take in the history of fucking football.
Think about it, dude. Rivers is a Hall of Famer. I mean, Daniel Jones has been a bum up until this year. Daniel Jones got ran out of New York. You know?
Okay.
I mean, Daniel Jones had like 10 good games, and it was only because so many teams were keyed on Taylor. And Indy's offensive line gave him time. But you talk about someone who's like proven that they can play year in and year out and has literally etched out a Hall of Fame career, comes into Seattle, leads a team in a really, really competitive game.
That was insane.
Dude, Rivers is...
That was insane.
Rivers, the only thing that, hampers him is obviously his age. And maybe a little too many donuts.
Okay.
But come on, man. I mean, you have more faith in Daniel Jones down the stretch than Rivers? I don't know. I would say they're pretty even. I'm probably giving the nod to Rivers.
This is the most bizarro world season of all time that we're even having this conversation. If you would have, let's rewind to preseason, and this is the conversation we're having December 18th.
Gotta love football.
Lunacy. Wow, that's quite the take. We'll see if you put your money where your mouth is on that. Believe in Phil Rivers when we do our picks. But okay, I love it.
Well, dude, do you believe in Daniel Jones?
Fuck yeah! After what a healthy Daniel Jones this season was fucking phenomenal. He was top fucking 6 guy all year.
Okay, but dude, Phillip Rivers
top point spread all year.
Phillip Rivers was a top guy for how many years?
In 1998. Well, he's in high school then. 2008.
Yeah, dude, that guy's a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Daniel Jones has a whole hell of a lot to do to even sniff getting into a discussion about Hall of Fame.
Okay, you know what? Let's bring back fucking Drew Brees and fucking Peyton Manning while we're at it.
I mean, Daniel Jones,
Drew Brees
was so bad in New York. He was so bad.
Well, he makes Aaron Rodgers look like a spring chicken, so there we go.
Yeah.
Speaking of Aaron Rodgers. The North, Steelers 3-1 in the division, Ravens 3-2. They play each other again. This is pretty straightforward. The Steelers just have to beat the Ravens, so they could lose 2 and still finish 9-8, having beat the Ravens twice. Steelers do play the Lions, Browns, and the Browns before the Ravens in Week 18. The Ravens play the Patriots and Packers, so some tough games for Baltimore. Very tough game for the Steelers this week, going into a must-win for the Lions.
They could bury the Lions this week.
I don't see that happening, but I don't know, man. Baltimore could still win this thing, but they could both finish 9-8 and 4-2 in the division. There's still a scenario where they split. Baltimore beats them in Week 18, but they're still both 9-8 and 4-2. So again, we'd go into the common opponent tiebreaker. It's possible here.
Yep. It's always so tight, man. So all these divisions, it always comes down to the last game of the year.
We got some great ones this week. Okay. Any AFC kind of wrap-up thoughts before we get to the NFC?
No, man. I mean, just looking forward to seeing it all unfold and play out.
Yeah. Hell of a week. To have 8 games, 8, where both teams are still in the playoff hunt.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking special for a Week 16. December football is fucking glorious.
It's the best.
It's the best.
I feel like it's like this every year, though. I feel like there are, a lot of teams that are in it.
I'm not shitting on other seasons. I'm just having a great time this year.
Yeah, it's crazy this year. This year's crazy.
Are we watching the game after the pod? Are you busy?
I'm busy.
Okay.
Yeah, shit.
I'll have to drink all your beers.
There you go.
Tonight. Just kidding. Okay, NFC. Top 10 in the NFC, point differential only. At number 10, the Buccaneers. Mind you, the Panthers are not even in the top 10 in their own conference that only has 16 teams. Does not bode well for the Panthers. Bucs at number 10. Number 9, the Vikings. The sneaky Vikings. They're out of it, just like the Chiefs are out of it in the AFC. But they are number 9. Cowboys. We're talking about exciting offenses.
Yeah, really. What did the Vikings have? How are they at number 9? What did they have that one game?
They had that big Broncos win, but they had a 31-0 win against the Commanders 2 weeks ago, too. So that was a tremendous help. Yeah. The Vikings have always shown flashes of goodness. They just had a fucked up quarterback.
Week 3, they beat the Bengals with Jake Browning 48-10. Right. So that's the only reason.
And then 31-0 against the Commanders. But Vikings are sneaky. They beat the Cowboys last week in a game the Cowboys need to win.
Yeah, they did.
McCarthy's had a couple good back-to-back weeks.
He really has. Yeah, they're fighting. Give him credit.
Cowboys at 8. The Bears, the 10-4 Bears, 2 seed in real life, 7 seed in point differential. My theory, listener, is that these things might come to fruition come playoff time.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah.
Eagles at 6, also 3 seed, running away with the East easily. 6 overall in point differential.
Sucks that they're running away with the East. I wish that was a more competitive division, but at the same time, you're onto something. Like they could get into the postseason and play some real competitive football against these top 5 teams and not do well.
Right. So I'm not a believer in the Eagles and Bears. Niners at 5, kind of exactly where they should be. It's funny the Jags are at 5. Those are the 2 most mysterious teams going into the playoffs to me. Dude, anything could happen. They could both make it all the way. They could lose first round. We have Packers at 4 still. Lions at 3. So they're 8-6. Yeah. They're still a top tier team to me. They have to make the fucking playoffs, and that means that the Bears won't. Yeah. Essentially,
or the Niners,
or Packers, or the Seahawks Rams lose out, something crazy like that, or not the Rams, the Seahawks Rams clinched. So I'm still believing in my Lions. I'm essentially saying the Lions are still going to make the playoffs over the Bears, which is a pretty hot take, I think. Right
I like it.
And then the Seahawks.
Dude, it would be insane if the Lions didn't make the playoffs. I know, man. Dude, everyone in the NFC would go, phew.
One of the great NFC seasons.
One of the great offenses. They don't have to deal with them.
And by the way, a healthy Jaden year, we probably could have taken the East pretty easily this year.
Or not just a healthy, but a mentally invested Jaden.
Rams at 2, Seahawks at 1. They've been kind of flip-flopping at 1 and 2 overall for a while now. So we get essentially, according to point differential, the 1 and 2 teams by a mile playing tonight. So we love to see that.
We'll see. Love to see one of them getting an L tonight.
Okay. Let's cover. Hope I'm not doing too much talking this pod. There's a lot of info to cover here. NFC West. Seahawks 2-2 in the conference, in the division rather. Sorry. Rams 3-1 in the division. 49ers 4-1. Who's sitting pretty, baby?
Yeah.
Who's sitting pretty? All could still get the 1 seed in the playoffs. Yeah, still possible.
That's why we need Seattle to win tonight.
Seahawks, Rams, Panthers, Niners, Week 18. Rams, of course, Seahawks, Falcons, and Cardinals, Week 18. Niners, Colts, Bears, and Seahawks, Week 18. That Niners-Bears Week 17 game that's huge for the wild card or division for both those divisions.
Yeah, we got to get one. We got to get one of these next 3, and we're pretty much in. But, man.
All I wrote here was anything can happen. There was too much. There's no, scenarios to paint out.
Totally.
The other ones, honestly, I feel like they're kind of cut and dry. This one's not. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen here.
Yeah.
So, can't wait for tonight.
Bears are 1-3 in their division.
Yeah, bro. So, look, that supports my theory a little bit. That's kind of a down note. The North, yeah, Bears are 1-3. Packers 4-0
Yeah.
in the division. Lions also 1-3, so that doesn't support my Lions here. So Bears play the Packers this week.
Huge game.
Obviously,
Love that one of those teams is going to get it now.
yeah. I guess I'm going heavy on the Packers, but then the Bears have the Niners and the Lions. So rough fucking stretch.
Yeah.
All these must-win games against.
Except like if the Lions are out of the postseason by then.
Oh, I guess I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're still going to at least be playing for a 7 seed in the last week. But, well, here's my thing. The Bears, these are two very losable games against the Packers and Niners. The Lions play a pretty mediocre Steelers team this week. And then...
mediocre, but also playing well.
They are. But, I mean, they're at Lions at home, Steelers... I feel pretty comfortable about that for the Lions in a must-win.
Yeah.
And then we got Vikings week 17, also a good game for them to be in position. They play the Bears final week of the fucking season.
Yep.
These week 18 games, man. We have Bears, Lions. We have Ravens, Steelers. We have Seahawks, Niners. Some really beautiful week 18 games.
J.J. McCarthy going to give it to the Lions next week.
I just think I see a 10-6 head up Lions Bears playing for the 7 seed week 18.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Let's hope it happens.
Gonna happen. The East is cut and dry. Eagles just need to win one more game and they take it. Eagles can still technically get the 1 seed. It's not going to happen, but it's still technically possible.
The schedule makers are bummed.
Buffalo, Washington.
Yeah, they were hoping this was going to be.
It was supposed to be.
These 2 games were gonna, against with the Eagles playing the Commanders was gonna determine the winner.
I like that we're just riding with Mariota. We had a win. We fucking won. I haven't mentioned it yet. We won since the first time I went to see them play in LA.
Yeah.
There's actual upset potential here with this Mariota team. They're playing better. They played the Broncos really well.
They did.
The Vikings game was a fucking disaster. Jaden started that game, though.
Yep.
Now that we're just running with Mariota, almost beat the Broncos.
Yep.
Beat the Giants in New York. That's not as bad as their record says. And I don't know, man. I feel something frisky here.
I like it.
Washington Eagles. And if it happens this week, it would be ideal because then we still get to... Not that I'm rooting for the Cowboys, but then it's still something. If the Cowboys win, it's still in the conversation. The Cowboys could win the East.
Sure. And Philly's got a tough game next week, too, with the Bills.
Yes. So, they lose 2 in a row. Suddenly now Washington going back. What if Washington beats them twice with Mariota in the last 3 weeks?
That'd be awesome.
It would help us Commanders fans if that happens.
Except for it would hurt the draft pick.
I'm okay with that. Okay, lastly, the South. What's of note here is that both teams could be 8-9 and 3-3 in the division, and 1-1 head-to-head. So we'd also again go into a common opponent tiebreaker. They're both 2-2 now. They play each other twice, of course, just like the Commanders and Eagles do, except these games are going to be for all the marbles. Oddly enough, so the Bucks play at Miami in Week 17. Panthers host Seattle.
Tough.
Those are really the games that are going to decide this because it's probably going to be a 1-1 split, probably.
Maybe.
So if it is, then it's that other game, that Week 17 game that's going to decide the division. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Tampa's got a much easier opponent.
Yeah. So,
but they have to go on the road.
Okay, I'm talking like crazy. There's a lot of information we just gave you, but hopefully you enjoyed it and it's thorough.
A lot of information that'll look a little different next week.
Ross just shitting on all my hard work.
No, it's not a shit on it.
Do you want to take a break?
I'm just excited to revisit it next week.
No, for sure. I am very much. By the way, this is what having the extra day in the week gets us. Yesterday, I'm just fucking.
You're going to work.
Worth maybe circling back on. Is it Thursday?
It also gets us injury updates, which help us make our picks better.
Yeah, we wouldn't have known the Tua benching. Okay, we're done with NFC. Any final thoughts on NFC? What we've played out here? I know it's a lot. But.
No, I mean, just I don't know, dude. Each week is so crazy. And last week I was thinking that the Packers are kind of a sleeper team, and then Micah Parsons tears his ACL. I know we also talked about potentially if the Broncos defeat the Packers, then it's going to be a little bit of put some respect on the AFC name, and that's exactly what happened. I think both conferences are really, really competitive at this point. It's surprising that Jacksonville continues to win and do the things that they're doing. Obviously the Chiefs are out of it, and on the NFC side, man, just incredible top 7 teams right there, and most likely the Lions are going to be on the outside looking in, my prediction, but crazy.
So you think that they're not going to be able to get in?
It's going to be so hard, but they still could. They've got a shot. They're going to have to, win out.
Got to win football games. Do you have a gut about the West as objective as you can?
I mean, gut says Rams, but that all changes if Seattle gets the dub, and the fact that they're at home tonight.
They're at home. They lost to them barely with a really bad performance last week. I mean, one would think that it is going to be the Seahawks night tonight. Short week. You know what's going to happen there. Yeah. I have their fucking defense in round 2 of fantasy, and I'm like,
no, me too.
Do I play them?
Yeah, no, it's
against
so
the number
hard
1 offense on a Thursday.
Thursday games are
a real
rough.
struggle.
I don't know, dude. I'm really interested to see how the Rams offense looks without Adams. He's such a great red zone target. He's so hard to cover. They've gone to him so much when they've gotten down close to the end zone. Is that Nakua now? Is Nakua going to get like 25 targets tonight?
Well, and don't forget, Nakua came out of the game.
I know. He hasn't
with
been
cramps.
healthy.
So what if he cramps up again?
Yeah. And he's also had some other injury scares.
Those things, those 2 things right there, again, point to it being the Seahawks night, you'd think. The Rams should have an off night tonight, but we'll see. Okay. Let's jump into let's do quarterbacks and position players kind of quickly, and then we'll do our picks, our beloved picks.
Let's go.
Do you have what's your schedule like?
Yeah,
it's late.
That's a little bit more time.
Okay. Then I won't spend too much time on the quarterback rankings. The A tier. Purdy entering the A tier, number 8.
What a game for Purdy.
Goff 7. Darnold still at 6. Prescott 5. Allen 4. May 3. Love 2. And Stafford 1. I won't list all of these.
No Bo Nix, huh?
Bo Nix is at 14.
What
B tier.
22-9 as a starter. More touchdown passes in those 31 games than Matthew Stafford. I saw that stat on Colin Cowherd, and it blew my mind.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. I mean, guy fucking wins. He has the right mentality, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He has that. Him and Jaden have pretty different personalities.
Yeah.
One guy's just fucking whoa, fucking coked up the whole time. While the other guy's stoned the whole time. They're not, but that's kind of their personalities. Not a lot's changed here. I think with the quarterback rankings, Phil Rivers enters the ranking at number 18 overall, baby.
Yeah, he does.
He's in that Aaron Rodgers, Jacoby Brissett, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Marcus Mariota group.
He's like, hey, dude, I don't want to throw the ball. I just want to hand it to Jonathan Taylor. I don't have the arm strength. Let me manage the game.
Look, the guy actually, his numbers weren't bad. He only lost by a couple points to one of the best teams in football on the road.
So all you got to do, shorten the game, control the time of possession, run the ball. Total game manager script. Executed pretty damn good.
Can they continue to do that the next few weeks? We'll see.
Well, it's going to be like a freaking matchup of similar philosophy with the Niners. It's going to be a really interesting game because both teams are going to try and do the exact same thing.
Man, if the Colts win one game with Rivers, it's going to blow my mind.
I could see them winning this week. The Niners can't stop the run. Jonathan Taylor's going to go crazy.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about him in a second. Bryce Young and freaking Baker Mayfield. Baker's B tier. Bryce has been in the C. They play a big game this week. We should be excited about this game.
Yeah.
A lot of implications. Tyler Shuck makes his way into the C group for the first time. Now that Quinn Ewers is in, he bumped Shuck up because we took Tua out of the C group. So congrats to Shuck. Looking like the Saints guy moving in the future.
Seriously, he's let them do a couple impressive wins.
You like that D group there? Brady Cook, Gardner Minshew, Shador, Kenny Pickett.
Hell yeah, dude.
McCarthy, Ward, Cousins. Let's go.
Cousins, dude. What a game. He's
The
like,
D group.
hey, I just, let me do what I used to do. Throw it to my tight end. It was incredible. Him and Pitts had an amazing connection. Gardner Minshew. Welcome back, Uncle Rico. Let's go, Uncle Rico. I'm excited for some Uncle Rico.
Oh, I can't wait to watch him on his Chiefs.
Totally. It's going to be great.
Rodgers, top of the C tier. Herbert's been low B all season.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I don't
doesn't
believe in
bode-
the Chargers.
Sure.
Caleb, he's been climbing. He's now mid B. Jalen's been kind of mid B all year. Dart is still the shocker here, number 11 overall. Stroud sniffing the A tier. Yeah. We love the Texans. And Lamar, despite everything, still right there at the cusp of an A tier quarterback. And then, of course, Prescott is the kind of outlier up in the A group. Now that Mahomes is out of this list, he's the solo kind of top tier guy that's not going to be in the playoffs, it looks like.
If you just did passer rating.
Yeah, that's this right here.
Where does it put Dart?
Let's do a little sort. That puts Dart at 14.
Okay, still not bad.
His QBR is 9.
Yeah, that running.
Look at number 2 in QBR.
Love.
Brock.
Oh,
Number one's Love. Prescott 3.
Yeah, Brock.
We love that.
Brock running like the lizard meme or the gif of lizard running on water. What George Kittle was saying. So funny. Yeah, Jesus Lizard. That was so funny, dude.
Okay, so there are our quarterbacks. Again, sub to AC Sports Pod on Instagram. I'll post some quarterback stuff on there. I made a new list this week, Ross, that I sent to you.
Yeah, you did.
We haven't talked about this yet this year, so let's spend a few minutes on this.
I love it. Fascinating.
I wanted to so I looked at total yards from scrimmage this season, came up. It's like, it's obviously McCaffrey, right? Mm. Maybe Gibbs 2. It's fucking Bijan Robinson.
Yep.
I didn't know that he was this receiver threat that he is.
You were clowning him last week.
Hey, my bad. That said, he's still number 6 outside of my top 5 according to the numbers, and we'll get into that.
Okay.
But yeah, Bijan.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan Taylor actually has more yards from scrimmage than McCaffrey. So it's a couple of surprises there. So I thought, okay, let me take total yards from scrimmage, divide it by games played. A couple of these guys only have 13 games versus 14. So I made sure to do it an average, right?
Wait, we still have buys?
No, just they missed a game.
Oh, for injury?
Yeah, so I just looked at their official games played.
Got you. Okay.
By the way, St. Brown, I swore missed a game, but he had 14 games played. So I think even if you play a snap, it counts. So this is you have to miss a complete game.
Yeah, that's right. He got knocked out of one.
So I did yards from scrimmage per game, and then I did touchdowns per game.
Cool.
Okay. And then I ranked them there, and then combined those, and then we have a comprehensive ranking of just yards per scrimmage and touchdowns. It's essentially kind of a fantasy list. I just don't take receptions into account.
Gotcha.
Okay. Should we start from the bottom?
Sure.
Okay, let's go in 5s here. 20 through 16. Number 20.
Surprising.
Breece Hall.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Good job, Breece, dude.
Yeah, way to go. Way to go.
This is receivers and running backs. This isn't a lucrative list here.
Yeah, which is tough. Because, you're going to, doing it this way, you're always going to get running backs ranked in the top.
Right.
Receivers don't really factor in because they just don't get as many opportunities. But that's okay.
I kind of who are the most productive guys regardless of their position? It could be tight end, could be receiver, could be running back, right? So Breece Hall at 20, George Pickens at 19, another former Cowboy, Rico Dowdle at 18, Barkley still coming in at 17.
It's had a couple good weeks.
Jamar Chase still in there at 16.
Yeah.
Little put some respect on my name. He's disheveled and depressed and complaining every week because he probably should be. Yeah. Still putting up some numbers. Yeah. Flacco had some good games with them, I guess.
He sure did, yeah. And he's got his boy back now.
Right, even though it wasn't so hot this last week. Amon-Ra St. Brown coming in at 5. Oh, I'm sorry. Chase at 16, so that's our bottom 5 right there, okay? out of the top 20. 15 through 11, Amon-Ra St. Brown at 15. Puka at 14. His touchdowns are pretty limited.
Yeah.
So for all his yards.
Yeah. Guess who they throw to when they get in the red zone?
Right.
Devontae.
Didn't make the top 20, though, Devontae, despite his touchdowns.
Interesting.
Puka 14. Etienne 13. A little lower than I would think.
Yeah, he's had a great year.
Right. Swift on Chicago at 12. DeAndre Swift. Great season.
Great season.
And now they got that.
Yeah, they unlock something.
Yeah.
Get established a run game. That's the whole key to like everything. If you just control
Doesn't
the line
hurt.
of the trench, if you control the line of scrimmage and get the run game going, then it opens up the pass game. You see, that's what, dude, at the end of the year, all these teams that are successful, that's what they do.
Yeah. On that note, we saw this guy open up the field against Cincinnati last week. Derrick Henry had some massive runs. You know, he's number 11. And again, kind of forgot about Henry this year.
It surprises me that he's that high.
Yeah. Still a .71 touchdowns per game, which is good. You know, you look at Henry 11 and then Lamar over there sitting at 9 and the quarterbacks, like they still have that 1-2 punch.
I sure do.
So we're really kind of forgetting that. I wonder if that'll kind of come to fruition and win them the division. Okay, top 10. Top 10. Number 10, surprise.
Yeah.
JSN.
Yeah. He's the last wide receiver.
Well, he's the top.
The top wide receiver,
Right.
but he's also the last wide receiver in the rankings. The rest, that literally 1 through 9 are running backs.
Oh, correct. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So he's number 1 wide receiver. Everyone above him a running back. He has .64 touchdowns, so a little lacking in touchdowns this season, despite his incredible yards per game.
Yeah, what a freaking monster he is.
At 9 and 8, we have the Williams.
And this kind of settles the debate between JSN and Nakua, does it?
Yes,
Who's
because
who's
this
had a better
factors
year?
in Nakua's missed game. So this is average. So even with that missed game by Nakua, these are averages. So
JSN's
still
had the
is
better year.
Yeah.
What's the wide receiver award, Biletnikoff Award for the best wide receiver?
He'll get it.
Oh, he'll get it.
He'll get it. Also, Puka's doing podcasts with like crazy right wingers and trying to bring him to practice. You hear about the story?
No.
He's still out there. There's some. I don't even want to say. Like, there's some. It's maybe hearsay.
Okay.
He's got some interesting personal interests. Puka.
Okay.
On the internet. Groups of people he might not like. It gets a little ugly. Anyways.
Oh no.
He tried to bring these podcasters to practice. Like, anyways, it's a whole side story that maybe something more happens.
His brother got popped today. You see
He
that?
stole a car or something. Yeah. So
not good.
I don't know why I brought that up. It's just.
Yeah, no.
It might affect the rail. I don't know. Okay, the Williams twins, 9 and 8. We got Kyron with LA, and then it's Javonte or Javonte. I should have looked this up.
I think it's Javonte, but
Javonte
I
Williams,
mean, my
yeah.
gosh, what a great season he's had, and a
Dude.
resurgence of his career in Dallas. Like, good for him.
Honestly, that name, we're looking at Dak Prescott, number 5 QB.
Yeah.
Javonte, number 8
Yeah.
position player.
Pickens,
What?
number 19.
Yeah.
CD Lamb. Their offense
CeeDee
is
Lamb,
insane.
all pro.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that team blow it this year?
Because their defense sucks.
God. I mean, look, I'm a Commanders fan, so I am trained
to
to
see
hate
it.
the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But even I'm like,
Yeah.
get your shit together, guys, dude.
Yeah, so wild. I don't know, man.
So yeah, Josh Jacobs at number 7, and Bijan at number 6. Again, Bijan's touchdowns hurt him at .57. Jacobs with a 1.08 touchdown per game, phenomenal on his part. Had a great touchdown catch last week. Top 5, my friend. We had this conversation last week. We said, who are the best 5 running backs? You had Bijan in there. I didn't. I had this guy in there instead, Devin Achane, and these numbers say that was correct.
Yeah.
Achane at 5, James Cook at 4, Jahmyr Gibbs at 3,
Yeah.
McCaffrey 2, and Jonathan Taylor still, despite a little bit of a recent slowdown, is still number 1. Anything to say from this list? Anything surprises you that we haven't mentioned yet? Maybe in that top 5?
No, I think it's pretty fitting.
Yeah.
Pretty fitting list. Makes a lot of sense to me based on the production that this group has shown this season.
Gibbs has this weird thing, this on-off switch, right? Where he's been scoring 3 touchdowns and then 0
Yeah.
for like 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks in a row now.
Yeah.
So That's why, we look at Gibbs and, like, if those off weeks, maybe throw a couple touchdowns in there, like, he's a number one guy.
And opportunity is so fascinating when it comes to him because he's literally, like, splitting carries. I mean, it's like it's one drive Gibbs, next drive Montgomery, and they go back and forth. And you kind of look at it from a bird's eye view this season, and it's like Montgomery's great. Don't get me wrong, but let's get more Sonic involved. Like, if I was Dan Campbell and I was Detroit, like, based on how freaking explosive and fast Jahmyr Gibbs is and how much of a game changer he is when you get the ball in his hands, it's like you need to get the ball in his hands more. And it's kind of surprising to me that, like, they're still doing this legit 1-2 punch. And, hey, it keeps both of them fresh, and Montgomery's really good too. He's had a great year. I just wonder, though, if they're kind of leaving a little bit of production on the table by not maximizing opportunities for Gibbs, considering how freaking explosive he is.
It's a catch-22, though, because I think the argument is that, you put a heavier load on a guy, it could actually work against you. It could work against him. So there is a kind of perfect balance. And then when you see a guy has these incredible stats, our impulse would be like, oh, give him the ball more.
Sure.
But it's actually, he has the incredible stats because of the balance too, you know what I mean?
Potentially. But going back to your point of, like, he has this wild stretch where it's like 0 touchdowns one game, then 3 touchdowns the next game. I think part of that is attributed to opportunity. Yeah. And that's what puts him in these scenarios of, like, amazing game, and then the next game Montgomery gets to do touchdowns down at the goal line, and then they just.
It does feel like since that Tampa game that Montgomery blew up, had a great game, a couple long runs. He hasn't done a ton. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got a ton of touchdowns. He had a great game against the Rams. Potentially that's what hurt Detroit in the second half is that they didn't rely on Gibbs as much. They should have.
It's interesting.
They should have. Yeah. They were up 24-14. It's like, make it the Gibbs show. But I don't know. They get. I think too, like, defensive coordinators probably, pay a lot more attention to Gibbs.
Before we get to picks here, who are the big breakout position players this year? Off this list, Rico Dowdle?
Yeah, Dowdle. Well, yeah. I mean, shoot, dude. What a great season for Dowdle. I think Pickens is a breakout candidate. I think Etienne is a candidate. Swift's a candidate. Javonte Williams we spoke about. It's an incredible year. I mean, Achane's got such serious, serious potential and is so fast. And I think we saw that the last 2 seasons. But the fact that he stayed healthy this year, and that was his big concern. Was he so small? He's going to get hurt. But man, what an incredible season for him.
Yeah, there's guys that. Yeah, I think that Achane's a great one because I think we kind of have seen it from him. We've seen it from Javonte a little bit with Denver, but that's definitely much more of a breakout season for a guy like Javonte. A guy like Dowdle, you're right. And I guess we can throw Breece Hall in that conversation. We've seen some glimpses of him, but not a lot of believers in Breece Hall.
Totally. That's surprising.
This season, so
sneaky productive.
Happy for him.
Does the comeback player of the year live on this ranking, or is it going to be a quarterback? I think that what's cool about this position player ranking is that you can get an idea of who
comeback player
who could be the comeback player of the year.
Who would qualify?
I mean, it was probably going to be Daniel Jones, but then he got hurt.
He's out, dude.
I know.
Oh, it was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably going to be him. Trevor Lawrence?
Caleb Williams?
Caleb Williams?
I don't know. It's tough because, if you're a rookie, it's like you didn't really come back from a bad rookie season.
Totally.
Part of the progression.
Same with Drake May. Same with Bo Nix. You can't really. But you may see
Trevor Lawrence, maybe.
It might be,
but he's made the playoffs still.
Yeah.
Bryce Young. If the Panthers win the South,
that could be it. That could be a good one.
Bryce Young.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Sam Darnold can't get it because he had a great season last year.
Totally.
That's a good
Dak?
combo. Did he have a bad year last year? I forget what he did last year.
I think he got hurt because they played Cooper Rush a lot.
Dak might be it too. Well, we've listed some good candidates.
Yeah, we have.
Wait, was McCaffrey hurt last year?
Oh, yeah. Could be CMC too.
Probably is.
He's a good candidate.
Okay, good talk. Good position player talk. You ready for some picks, man? You got enough time?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Get your picks in,
baby. Let's get into it. You know what? I didn't choose them. Oh shit.
Oh,
I'll
Snapple.
be able to do this quickly, or I won't take too long.
Oh no.
I won't take too long. I can do the math quick in my head each pick here. All right. Last week, my friend.
What a week.
You went 9-7. Commendable job.
Thank you.
That puts you at 64-66 on the season.
Damn it.
We started in week 7, so we have 9 weeks that we've completed. Love that for us. I'm at 62-68 because I went 10-6 last week. Ross.
Yes, sir.
Your wins that I didn't get. You had Bills -1.5. Great pick. You had Saints +2.5. Phenomenal. You had Steelers -3. And you had Bears -7.5. You got dubs on those. I got L's on those. Games that I got that you didn't. I had Falcons.
What a sneaky little late pick in on the Falcons you went with.
My notes were all scribbled. Did I change that at the last second? Okay.
Yeah, we were having some serious discussion about one game.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you know what? I'm taking the Falcons.
Well, because it's the Cousins corollary. Well, they don't have the same quarterbacks, right? So I'm trying to factor that in.
Sure.
But dude, I'm doing that with the Bengals. Turns out I should have just paid attention to the fucking numbers and not cared that Burrow was a quarterback.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
So I'm just paying attention to numbers no matter what now.
Okay.
I got the Falcons. What else? I got the Rams -5.5. They won by 7. That was a nice one. I got the Broncos +2.5. That, in hindsight, that was a fucking. The Broncos were giving points, had points at home.
Except, man, that all changed in the second half.
The game that changed it all for us. Titans,
Niners. Dude.
13-point win.
Yeah.
Covering.
Was it 12.5 points?
The 12.5 spread. Yeah. You went with the Titans.
I did. And it was looking like it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Until Kendrick Bourne had a shot to get that first down, and they would have been able to ice it from that moment on. But it became 4th and 1, and then Pinheiro kicked a field goal because Shanahan was like, whatever.
Really?
Like, let's just take the points. If they literally got that 1 yard, they would have took a knee from that point on.
Wow.
But he didn't get the yard. And Shanahan, instead of going for it, and look, I get it. They're up 10. He was kind of like, whatever, let's just kick a field goal, make him drive the field. But
I mean, doing the picks like this with the spreads has taught me, like,
it's so crazy.
There's a reason people have so much fun doing this stuff. Like, it just, it gets so fucking close.
Yeah,
dude.
It's so wild. The spreads are fascinating.
And
it's
then
so
even
fun.
Like with our competition, that decided me winning the week versus you.
Well, and the Falcons pick, which was wild, and when you consider how that game unfolded, it's like Tampa was in complete control, and Baker throws a really, really costly interception, and that changed the outcome of that game. Crazy. And a couple wild calls too. Like, did Pitts really get his, like, it was like simultaneous of his elbow coming in and like his leg landing out of bounds.
Did Pitts get his leg in bound? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a quiet little week, DJ Horn.
What else was there? There were a couple more that were so fascinating. Yeah, I mean, for me, everything changed in the afternoon with the second halves. It was looking good. I mean, the lines were up 10 against the Rams.
Right.
24-14, couldn't do anything in the second half.
You know, from those big 3 games, you know, we have kind of like a big 8 games this week. Big 3 games last week, the Broncos, Pats, Bills, Rams, Lions. They all were kind of second half comebacks.
Yeah,
right?
Totally.
So those games all lived up to their billing. Let's see.
Very interesting.
Oh, the other game I didn't mention. I picked my Commanders +2.5.
Good call.
Yeah. Nice pick. And again, I'm just going by point differential here. Okay. We got Rams, Seahawks. Seahawks favored by 1, or Seahawks -1.5. They're telling us with our 1.5 at home rule that they're exactly even.
Oh God.
I gotta spread this out over here so I can look at both these things.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get into my trusty notes here.
Okay, good.
What?
So, okay, Ross, this is fascinating.
Fascinating.
Dude, I'm telling you, the way I'm doing this is how Vegas decides these spreads. I'm convinced now. So this says that they're dead even. In real life, the Seahawks have 0.29 on them. So I'm going to go with Seattle minus 1.5. But it's by point. It's all these things are so close using this formula.
Yeah, so when I think about this game, this is a huge game for Sam Darnold because just a few weeks ago, this defense gave him absolute nightmares and they lost, and he threw 4 interceptions that game.
Right.
And we know what happens to Sam in huge games. He has this tendency to struggle. And I don't think it's indicative of the type of quarterback he is. I think he's really talented and really good.
Right.
But if he loses again tonight, does he have that reputation of he's not a big game quarterback?
Oh,
and
he needs this personally.
He needs this tonight.
Personally.
They need this tonight. And because of what's happened so far, I'm going Rams. I think I just have a little bit more faith in Stafford tonight, even without Adams. I think the defense is going to give Sam some trouble. That being said, if Seattle wins, which I hope they do for the Niners' sake, I wouldn't be all that surprised, and it would be like, okay, Sam's got a big win under his belt. That's scary.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing with Darnold in the big games is the more big games he plays in, the better.
Good point.
He's getting used to it. It's he's showing improving in so many levels the past 2 years that, it does feel like he's got to win a big game here around now. This feels like the right time. Rams a little banged up. They're at home, the Seahawks, so I love you going with the Rams. You get 1.5, so they can still lose by 1. You get the bet. Okay.
It's just another big chance for Sam to show up, man.
Yeah.
It's so maybe you make a good point. Like maybe it'll finally eventually happen.
But I like
more opportunities.
Well, this is like with my Patriots pick last week. Until it's one of those things where you're riding the Rams until. Or you're kind of betting against Sam Darnold until he shows you otherwise.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Eagles. How are these home games? Is that at? Okay, yeah. At. Eagles at Washington. Eagles favored by 7. This tells us they're 8.5 points better. My list says the Eagles are 3.5, 9.5 points better. So I'm going to go Eagles minus 7. Although I really think the Commanders are going to cover. I'm going with the numbers. I'm going with the math.
Eagles.
That's your pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
What
I shouldn't
they?
go first every time. Sorry. I'll let you go first. This is a Saturday game. Nice Saturday game, 5 p.m. Commanders, all these primetime games. Not the best decision for the NFL. Did you have anything to say about the Eagles-Commanders game? No? Okay. Packers, 1.5, minus 1.5 at Chicago. What say you, sir? Packers are a little banged up. This is a Saturday night game.
Saturday night game. I mean, how much of a factor does no Micah Parsons make? It just feels like it's going to be a big thing, dude.
The Bears are hot. It's in Chicago. The Packers are favored again on the road against a great double-digit win team like they were last week, and it didn't happen last week for them.
Yeah. I bet you the numbers say take the Packers.
It's so close. No, actually. So this says around 2.8, and this says 3. The numbers actually say take the Bears.
Interesting.
So I'm going to go Bears. Sorry, I keep picking first.
No.
Bears plus 1.5. Actually feel really good about that pick. Now, my playoff predictions say no. The Packers are gonna beat them, but maybe they only beat them by 1, and I win both.
Oh man.
Saturday night. Christian Watson, we haven't mentioned, is out, but Jordan Reed is now back.
Yeah. So Watson's officially out? I thought he...
Oh, I didn't double check today. I assumed.
Yeah, they've got a ton of weapons, dude. Green Bay's so stacked.
Remember, their star tight end also out for the season.
Yeah.
But they're back.
Mr. Tucker Kraft.
Watson's questionable. Okay, so that's good. So it's not serious.
Chicago has 30 takeaways on the year. That's just amazing.
Who's your pick?
I'm taking Packers.
You are, okay. Packers, -1.5. Bold. Riding with them, even though they broke your heart last week. Bold pick.
I'm just going Oppo Taco.
Well, then you're going first, okay? Since I have the numbers are telling me to pick. Okay. Bengals, -4.5 in Miami. What a game.
Do you do these based on like schedule of when they're played?
It is listing them that way, yes. This is
Okay.
on ESPN. Yeah. So we did, the Thursday games, Saturday games, now we're into Sunday.
Okay, got it.
Bengals -4.5 is telling us they're 6 points better against Ewers.
Oh, it's so hard to trust a debut from a guy, huh? Even if it is against the really, really tough,
The Bengals are
daunting Bengals defense.
Dude, the Bengals are number 30 in point differential. They blow. The Jets are better. The Browns are better. The numbers. I'm just gonna ignore the quarterback thing at this point. I'm sorry, you get to pick first.
No, I feel you. I'm gonna take the Bengals.
Okay.
I just think that there's not gonna be snow on the field. I feel like Cincy's gonna light it up. And Dolphins, I mean, you know, not only is there a quarterback change, but they saw their playoff hopes officially go out the window last week with the loss to the Steelers. It's a short week for them, right? And I just don't have a lot of faith in Miami right now.
We didn't talk about the Joe Burrow existential crisis that's been happening. You listen to his press conferences and stuff?
No, I didn't. I don't know the ET stuff that went down.
Oh, he's like
cryptic.
If I'm not like, I don't know if I'm. What reason is there for me to play this game if I'm not having fun? He said a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Then he came out and had a horrible week this week, and said something like any team would have lost with me at quarterback this week. Like he's saying some super emo depressed shit.
Yeah.
So I'm almost now in like a Burrow's checked out unless he shows me otherwise mode. So.
Yeah. Which you'd think that they would just shut him down, but so you're taking the Dolphins.
I am. And look, the Bengals need a fucking dome more than anybody. Bengals have a dome. Seriously, like that place is so depressing. I've heard that's like one of the worst stadiums to play in the NFL. Like the locker room and everything's bad there too. Like they don't put any money in their team. So I think all this feeds into why Burrow and Jamar Chase seem to be really disgruntled. Bills -10.5 in Cleveland. Shador's still there. Shador v. Allen, baby.
Poor Shador. Hasn't been playing well.
I had a tough Shador take last week that I posted on Tuesday. Not great on my part.
Yeah, it happens. Will you have the classic huge victory followed by a bit of a letdown? Let's just get out of there with a win and not cover. It's surprising that it opened at 8.5 now. What is it, 10.5?
Wow, yeah. What do you have here, my friend?
I got to take Buffalo. It's just hard not to.
I'm looking at 13.5 point differential versus 12 here. So, yeah, I'm going Bills as well. At -10.5. Tampa Bay favored by 3 in Carolina. 2.8. Oh, yeah. I know who I'm taking here.
Who you got?
You don't want to go first?
I just went first.
I know, but I went first like a few times before that.
Okay, you want me to go first? Okay, I can go first. I'm riding the Bucks, baby.
Okay, I got Panthers all day. +3 at home. Come on. Chargers going into Dallas. What? Dallas favored by 2.5? Okay. I mean, they're not dead. Chargers are just playing for a lot. Huh. That is interesting. That is very interesting. This is saying the Cowboys are a point better than the Chargers? How do you feel about this? Dude, I have Dak. So I had Mahomes and Dak fantasy, right? Great seasons by both of them.
Ooh. Yeah.
I had to replace Mahomes. Stroud was available, so I got him.
Nice.
Normally not thrilled, but
Yeah.
decent under the circumstances.
Sure.
I'm looking at Dak here against the number one defense against quarterbacks in fantasy in our league, the Chargers. It's just like, what do you do in those fantasy situations? Do you ride the guy that kind of got you there? Because if you don't and you go Galaxy Brain the playoffs and switch it up and then you lose, you're like, I'm such an idiot.
Yeah.
Would you stick with Dak there?
I don't to go Galaxy Brain. I don't know, dude. I ride my team.
Yeah,
I like drafting and, I just like having faith in the team that I built.
Gotcha.
But yeah, sometimes it doesn't go your way. And then you look at it and go, gosh, this guy was on the waiver wire and he's been absolutely crushing it lately, and I didn't pick him up. I mean,
I'm just seeing this line. I'm like, I think I still just got to kind of play Dak and risk it, and the Cowboys are still playing. That said,
totally.
They might not be playing for something because the Eagles played the game the day before. So they'll know.
Cool.
What do you like here?
Oh, God. I'm going to take the Chargers.
We're both taking the Chargers. Plus 2.5. Chiefs. Favored by 3 going into Tennessee.
Opened at 11.5.
Oh, wow. Wait. Do the lines open before the games end from the week before? Why would that open at 11.5? That's a Pat Mahomes line, obviously.
It is. It must have. Well, it may have opened, but the announcement of the ACL didn't happen.
So these lines must hit like 2 seconds after the game ends.
Maybe, or dude, even during the game, you make a good point.
I mean, I don't know what the hell we're doing here.
I don't know what the hell we're doing here. That's what I always say all the time when I make picks. Oh no, shit.
I mean, I gotta read the numbers.
Which means you're taking the Chiefs.
I believe in Tennessee. They beat the Browns with Shador.
Yeah.
Someone we haven't mentioned it all season is the running back for the Titans. I can't even remember his name.
Tony Pollard.
There you go. He had a big. I mean, I do think the Chiefs have a lot of pride. They're not going to roll over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you would think that they would play like that this year. They played so many seasons of competitive football in a row. It's going to be really interesting to see how they respond right now.
That said, their running game is very weak. I looked. There's a clip that showed, they haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher like at any time throughout this whole Super Bowl run either.
Yeah,
like it's always 700, 800, 900-yard guys.
Yeah.
And this year Kareem Hunt has like 560. So offensively, I don't know. This is interesting. Cam versus Minshew. What a fucking game. What do you think's gonna happen?
Gosh, this one's so hard, dude. I'm going to take Uncle Rico to do enough.
You are? Okay.
Yeah.
I want to take the Titans here. Should I? You know what? Do you mind if I switch? Since you just took the Chiefs, I'm going Titans.
Sure. I'm going to take the Commanders, too, by the way.
Okay. You are?
Yes.
Oh, did we already?
We did that game.
You're switching?
I think they're going to cover.
Okay, cool. Great. Pivotal week for us. Vikings favored in New York by 3. Dart McCarthy's kind of fun.
It is.
The white boy special.
I feel like Minnesota's trying to close the year with a bang.
They're a decent team.
They are. They have a good defense.
They are 5.7. Ooh, right there. On the cusp. Oh, you know what? I should stick with the numbers. Ah, fuck.
I'm going to go Minnesota.
Me too. I am also going Minnesota -3, but I really believe in the Giants. See, I'm battling with myself here. I'm going to go back to the Chiefs. Sorry. I'm going with you on that. Chiefs -3. I got to stick to the numbers and see what happens. Jets at the Saints.
Oh, God.
There are a couple stinkers this week.
Yeah.
Tyler Shuck versus Brady Quinn? Brady somebody?
Brady Cook. Brady
okay.
Quinn would be hauler back to the fighting Irish QB. Yeah. He didn't really pan out. I'm taking
5.
Tyler Shook all damn day.
Saints.
Because he's energized that franchise, and that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, man. Saints making a late season run with Shuck.
Can I get an I don't give a shuck shirt? We'd have to spell it differently.
There's got to be some.
We'd have to spell it differently.
Saints -7.57. Jets -8.64. Two bottom barrel teams.
That means you
Saints
got to
are
take the Jets.
A 1.5 better. I'm going Jets, baby. Bring it home, Brady.
Bring it home, Brady Cook.
Okay. Ooh, one of the games of the week. Again, for the Broncos, Jacksonville going into Denver. Denver favored by 3.
Crazy, right? What a game.
These teams are very right next to each other in point differential. Practically identical. So that means I got to take these guys.
I'm taking Denver.
So am I.
I just feel like, man, they've just been dominating, dude. They dominate.
Fucking Bo Nix and Sean Payton. You know what? Sean Payton.
Do you think he's dirty?
Fucking dirty, dude.
I think he's really dirty.
You know what it is?
What do you think about Payton that's dirty?
We got a bunch more injuries again with the Packers playing the Broncos. Surprise, surprise.
They're physical.
Here's what it is about them. Yes, they are physical. But they come in on these like late hits that aren't late.
Yeah.
You know, when guys are kind of breaking the unwritten code. I think we might have talked about this.
Yeah.
Like, they're just, and look, if they're my team, I guess I kind of like it.
Oh yeah. Get dirty.
You know what? Let me take off the sweater here.
Oh God, I'm blind. I'm blinded.
Yeah.
Speaking of dirty, absolute cheaters.
Jaden Daniels from LA. That's what this is for.
Yeah, sure.
CJ Stroud from LA. That's what this is for.
This poor guy's an Orioles fan.
Jared Goff, Josh Allen, Cali quarterbacks around the world. Aaron Rodgers, baby.
Josh Allen is not from LA.
Well, he's from Cali.
Yeah, but
Who else from Cali? Caleb Williams. We got all the Cali boys running things. Where are we? Jags Broncos. We did that. Did we not? We did. Okay. Falcons -3 at Arizona.
I don't know what just happened. It was kind of weird behavior. We were talking about Sean Payton being dirty, and then we went in a weird direction. Who we got?
Because you said you liked it, so I had to give you some Dodgers back.
Oh, okay.
Back to you.
All right. Well, thanks.
Sorry. The vibes.
The world doesn't need more Dodgers. Talk about what a joke. Such a joke of a franchise right now.
I can't wait to talk about the Orioles, man.
Absolutely.
We have a new look team.
Total cheating, dude.
New
Just
look team.
deferring billions of dollars. It's so weird
agree.
that they can do that.
Ohtani should be in jail.
Yeah, that too. He's absolutely guilty of gambling.
Luckiest Game 7 win of all fucking
That was
time.
a crazy game. What a game. That was lucky.
Falcons -3 at Arizona. I know you're dying for this pick here.
Falcons -2. I mean, come on. Give it to Kirk Cousins, dude. What a game, dude. Just battling. It's like the football equivalent of getting coal for Christmas.
Why is that?
Because it's just two shit teams at a shit time of the year for each team. It's like they're not playing for anything.
Oh, I got a no-brainer with this game.
Yeah, you're taking the Cardinals, aren't you?
Yes,
you
I am,
love
sir.
Jacoby.
I do love Jacoby. Also, the numbers tell me to.
Jacoby all damn day. You're taking Jacoby
I got a
Brissett.
full 3-point swing here with the numbers tell me so. Give me the Cardinals +3, baby. At home?
Yeah, I think, it's a big primetime win for them. I feel like they follow the game with a letdown. I'm taking the Cardinals.
Yeah. I like it, even with your boy Bijan. McBride. We haven't really mentioned McBride's name all season. He's having a hell of a season at tight end.
Dude, no doubt. He's so good.
And, I mean, we still aren't talking about Jacoby Brissett enough just because they're not winning. You know, it's funny that remember when they beat the Cowboys? We're like, okay, it's fucking time for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Huge loss for the Cowboys that week.
It's hard to talk about Jacoby just simply because, like, so much of his success happens after they fall down by, like, double digits in the first quarter. And it's not a knock on him.
That's a good point.
He's played a really good season. It's not a knock on him in any way, shape, or form. He just throws the ball a ton because they always play from behind. And then I also think, you know, in garbage time, he gets, you know, maybe some defenses that they've let their foot off the gas pedal a little bit, and he crushes it. But still, he's had a good year.
Do you fire their coach?
Gannon?
I think it's his second year.
Yeah.
I kind of like him. He shows potential, but
yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I think I would put my money on that happening, especially when you consider what happened with DeMercado and just like the stuff that was caught on camera.
That might be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
I don't know if it does, but I think that element to this season and the fact that they haven't been successful, and then you wonder what's going on with the Kyler relationship within the organization. I just think they're at an inflection point. They're going to have to make a change.
Would you fire him if you were the GM?
Yeah, I would. Okay. I would want to start anew.
God, Kyler's a name that we've not mentioned this year. Fascinating future there. That's a whole different conversation. But
it is, dude.
What happens there? I wonder if, like, you know, for some reason, like, the Falcons pop out to me for like a team that Kyler might do well on. But like, how are the Falcons going to feel about Penix moving forward? Are they all in on him, or are they still kind of looking? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would say they're going to give him another shot, but if they somehow get into position to acquire somebody or draft somebody, they're probably would consider it. Where is that Falcons-Cardinals game?
In Arizona.
Okay.
In AZ. You get +3 in AZ, baby. Okay. Wait, it opened at the Cardinals -1.5 and moved to Atlanta -3? The fuck?
The fuck?
Okay. Is Brissett not playing? Whatever. Okay. Steelers at Lions. Lions getting a hefty 7. Vegas agreeing with me, saying the Lions should take care of business against this Steelers team. I think it'd be quite the upset if Aaron goes into Detroit and a must-win for Detroit.
Wouldn't that be so crazy?
I don't see that Steelers defense really holding up here. Watt was out last week. What's up with Watt? Do you know anything about him?
Dude, he had some crazy shit go down where, like, he was getting some work done and they, like, punctured something or messed up his lungs somehow.
Malpractice, dude.
Yeah. Go to the hospital.
Is he okay?
I think, he's okay. I just don't know if he's in playing shape. It's hard not to take the Lions. I feel like their offense is just so crazy.
Oh, no. 5.2.
Yeah, you going to pick?
They're making me take the Steelers here.
Good.
Steelers +7. I could see that. I could see losing by less than 7.
I could, too. I could see it being close.
Actually, I think the Lions are going to blow them out, but I'm going to stick with Steelers +7.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Pittsburgh, like, what they do, how it translates to turf. I don't know if they've had many turf games this season.
Yeah, I mean, you think about that home game against the Daniel Jones Colts that kind of surprisingly they didn't dominate them, but great game, great win.
For Pittsburgh?
They're an outdoor team. You know, on Monday night.
Yeah.
Everything's telling me, like, Steelers don't have a shot this week.
They've unlocked some interesting offense with how much they're utilizing Gainwell in the passing game.
Dude, and the run game.
And the run game, and then Jalen Warren, although Warren was a little banged up, he still contributed. But, man, he's throwing touchdowns to Marquez Valdez. He was vintage Rodgers, dude. Rodgers getting rid of the ball quick.
Dude, he looks so beautiful. Good at this point in the season for his age.
Yeah,
we
really great.
Can't expect more. I mean, DK being their number 1 receiver, it'd be nice if he was the number 2 guy instead of the number 1, but He's still got some juice, DK.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, so Warren's my flex in fantasy. It's like I'm going to start him.
Yeah,
but I always feel a little about him. What are you going with here?
Oh, I'm taking the Lions still.
Lions, okay.
Yeah.
Lions minus
It's
7.
tough though. It's hard. I don't know. I could see Rodgers just riding high into the postseason, playing really good. Quarterbacks control the game. I could see him going to work.
If they win this game,
yeah,
which effectively kind of boots the Lions out of the playoffs too. Yeah. How are we feeling about Aaron Rodgers?
Totally,
the Steelers.
Totally. In a year that's just so wide open, it'd be like, dude, he's gonna go into the postseason with the most experience under center.
Home game too.
Yeah, and get a home game. I mean, dude, be crazy. But I could see it happening.
It's going to be against the Bills. But
yeah. Well, perfect. Then let's get rid of the most talented quarterback in the first round.
Man, the potential, the Rodgers. I mean,
dude,
what if the Steelers win the fucking Super Bowl?
Oh, dude, it'd be madness.
Speaking of local players, I don't think we properly mourned the fact that Rigo was sitting in the driver's seat to make a nice playoff run, and suddenly just nothing. It's really sad.
It is sad. I hope, man.
This is the punter for the Colts.
The Pro Bowl. Yeah.
Hamilton High.
Go vote for Rigo for Pro Bowl.
Punter for the Colts. Rigo.
He's had a great year. He always has good years, dude. He's one of the best punters in the game. He's really amazing.
I hope he makes Pro Bowl as well. Raiders going into Houston. Do I start C.J. Stroud? It's juicy.
It's
juicy.
It's juicy.
14.5. This tells us they're 13 points better. What says the point spread? Texans 6.79. Raiders 11.93. Jesus Christ. That is 18.5. I'm going Texans here. Oh my God.
Texans.
Okay. Minus 14.5. We're both thinking that. That's hilarious. Texans have been so solid, dude. I mean, they're the most consistent team.
They are, dude. Yeah.
I mean, outside of the first month.
Yeah.
But even then, they were barely losing when they lost. Okay, we got two more, buddy. Sunday night, Patriots going into Baltimore. Baltimore favored by 3. What the fuck? What? That's ludicrous.
That's crazy.
I'm speechless. Oh, the Patriots too high. 757 versus 107. So that's a 6 point. Yeah, I mean, what? Wow. Well, are you gonna go against? Are you gonna go on a limb?
I'm taking New England.
Okay. +3 New England. What the fuck? Wow. Well, you remember what I mentioned? This game technically doesn't really matter for the Patriots because they have to win these last two divisional games. This game kind of doesn't matter for the Patriots. I think they're factoring that in, and it's a must-win for Baltimore. I don't know, man. Wow.
Yeah, that's wild.
All right, big Monday night game, man. Good luck, Ross.
Thank you, bro. It's big.
You get to play Phillip fucking Rivers in the most consequential game of the season.
I don't know. If we played how we played against the Titans, we would lose. We need to play better. I mean,
interesting.
Our offense played good, but, man, our defense was not great. We allowed Tennessee to do a lot, and they ran the ball. And I'm worried about how the matchup is, considering what Indianapolis does well. And both teams are going to try and shorten the game. Both teams are going to try and just, this could be one of those games that's like 17-16. Like it totally could be a low-scoring game.
Like their game was last week?
Yeah, it's like exactly. And the fact that the Niners are 6-point favorites is like, oh man, that's big on the road. It's like I got to take Indy, but I feel like hopefully the Niners win.
But you're going to take Indy.
Mm-hmm. I just have a little bit of faith that it's going to be tight.
I'm taking Indy. I shouldn't. I mean, this point differential does not apply to this Rivers team. Fuck if they're 7.5 better. I'm gonna take the Niners here. I'm gonna go against the grain, since this is an anomaly. Niners -6. Give me that. And you, for the second week in a row, going against your boys on the point spread.
On the point spread.
Yes.
Niners will win. And I'm going to make one change.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Titans. I have no faith in Gardner Minshew.
Okay, good. We both switched on that one.
I can't do it.
Titans +3. Okay, the picks are in.
Okay, I'm going to do one more change.
Yeah? Huh?
No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
I'm going to get a text from Derek tonight. You can't make those changes.
Ross, I will not say that.
How many games are we different on?
A lot.
Enough?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Cool.
8, 9.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I stick to the formula except for the Colts-Niners game. I didn't stick to the formula because I do not believe in Philip Rivers.
Which games are we different on?
Oh, we're different on. You got Rams. I have Seahawks. You have Commanders. I have Eagles. You have Packers. I have Bears. You have Bengals. I have Dolphins. You have Bucks. I have Panthers. You have Titans. I have Chiefs. You have Saints. I have.
No, you took the Titans.
I changed it back to the Chiefs because the numbers tell me to.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I believe in Minshew. It's 3.
Where is that game? Tennessee?
You know what? Fuck. Should I stick with the Titans? No, Chiefs got to win. You have Saints, Broncos. Blah, blah, blah. You have Lions. I have Steelers. You have Colts. I have Niners. I'm going against the grain with the Niners there too. Okay. We put in another 2-hour banger, Ross.
Yeah, we did. Let's go.
We're trying to get to 100K this month. We did some board meeting talk at the beginning that I might cut out. But follow us on YouTube. We're having a lot of fun with the reels. And they're doing pretty well for not spending a penny on advertising. I'm feeling pretty good.
I think it's cool that we've done 8 weeks of football, and our record is separated by 2 games.
Technically 9. So when
Technically
you
9.
do math there, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 9. It's not just subtraction. The picks have
Even
been
better.
great. Picks are fun. I don't know. Do we have any parting words? I feel like I should have a bit to end each pod.
To be fair, the whiteboard says weeks 7 through 15.
Right.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 9.
What's 15 minus 7?
That's not how it works.
I
You
know,
gotta
but I'm
count.
just saying, to be fair, it's obvious. It's easy to make that mistake.
Okay. You know what? I feel like I should go really give some
Sadness
praise,
for Jaden.
show my love and respect toward this great man on the wall, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels, man.
It was a nightmare season.
Will he
Jaden.
recover? Will he recover? I'd like to see him gain some muscle, mental muscle.
The nightmare of all nightmares, but you are better than Caleb Williams. You are better than Bo Nix, and you are better than Drake May. You always will be. And just like Jesus did during Christmas, you will be resurrected.
Happy birthday, Jesus.
It's Jaden Daniels' birthday today. For real. Any parting words, Ross?
Nope. Let's go Niners, baby. Still in the fight. Come on, Seattle. Get a dub.
1 seed Niners.
That
Banshee,
was
here I
crazy.
come. You gonna get in some miles tonight?
Dude, maybe. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Appreciate your time as always.
Oh, thanks for having me, Dan. Man, so fun, dude. Grateful to be here.
AC Sports Podcast.
We out. Oh, did I just steal your line? I just took your thunder, bro.
We got the 4K running. We're good, dog.
You got this though. Terrible shirt.